going on, guys, and welcome back to this week's video. Now, I know there was a mass panic last week because, God forbid, I missed one video. I got the expected, where are you, where's this week's video comments. I got the concerned tweets, and then I also got the comments on Instagram thinking I was dead. Thank you all for your dearest concern. But I am back, I am here. For those of you who do not know, I spent the last 10 days in Jamaica. It was absolutely amazing. Here's some footage from that. And as much as that break was needed to re-motivate me and re-energize me to get back into these videos and the swing of things, it didn't sit right with me. You guys gotta realize that I almost didn't miss a video for an entire year. I think it was a 50-week streak I had with the videos I started before these Buzzfeed tests included, and because of that, I thought to myself, how am I gonna make it up to you guys? Announcement number one, I am 100% attending Playlist Live DC September 2nd through the 4th. I'm gonna be tweeting out where I'm at for the entire weekend and gonna make it a point to meet every single one of you guys that come. Announcement number two, which a lot more of you are probably gonna care about, for the entire month of August, I'm gonna be posting 2 videos a week. That means throughout the next 4 weeks, I'm going to be posting 8 videos total. Every Thursday, a new Buzzfeed test. Every Sunday, a new DIY test. All leading up until the vlogs that will take place in DC. So we got a pretty action-packed ending to our summer here, peeps. And as exciting as that all is, I feel like I'm rambling on for way too long, so let's get into this week's recipe. Thanks to all of these people for suggesting the grilled shrimp tacos. A, because it's pretty different from anything I've ever done before, and B, mainly because it's not a dessert. So let's see how I do. So guys, to assemble this recipe, there's quite a bit of stuff that we have to do beforehand to prepare all the individual parts of this taco. And I'm going to start by preparing our limes. So, the first one I took and rolled out to release all of the juices. Once I got it nice and soft, I cut it in half and using a fork, got out all the juice I could. You only need a couple tablespoons of juice, so 1 lime should be more than enough. Second, I grabbed myself another lime and got a couple teaspoons of zest off of it. You're eventually going to use the juice of this lime as well, but that's for later. Second, I grabbed my fresh jalapeno pepper and got all the seeds out that I could. If you didn't already know, the majority of the heat from hot peppers comes from the seeds, which is why most of the time in foods like this, they are removed. So I gave that a nice fine dice and put that to the side as well. I also grabbed myself some green cabbage and chopped that up, then some red cabbage and chopped that up nice and fine, and threw everything to the side to start preparing our first part. So in a nice big bowl, you're going to throw in 1 cup of sour cream, a tablespoon of cilantro, a teaspoon of lime zest, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and we're going to mix that all up. I then threw that in the refrigerator and we can begin on the slaw. In a second bowl, I threw 1½ cups of the green cabbage with another 1½ cups of red cabbage, your chopped up jalapeno pepper, and half of the creamy sauce that you just made. Stir that up nice, making sure everything is evenly distributed. Put that to the side as well, and now we can begin on our third and most important part, the shrimp. So these pre-packaged shrimp came already deveined, but they still had the shells on them, so I took a couple minutes to take all of those off. Those popped out pretty easily, and once you've got your full 2 pounds of raw shrimp ready, we can throw the marinade on it. The marinade that we're going to be using consists of a teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/2 teaspoon of red pepper flakes, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. That was a mouthful. Try to get every single one of your little shrimps in a nice coating of that, and now we can prepare them to be cooked. Begin by putting 1 skewer through one side of your shrimp, and then a second one through the opposite side of the shrimp. This is to keep all of your shrimps nice and flat on the grill. Every single one of your skewers is going to get between 4 and 5 shrimp. I was putting 4 on mine. When they're all skewered up, lay them out all evenly and give them a generous coating of some olive oil. This is to prevent them from sticking on the grill surface. And finally we get to cook them. So outside I went to my grill, I got that nice and hot and threw them all on. You want to give these a couple minutes on both sides. I want to say I gave mine between 5 and 6-ish minutes on both sides. Just make sure they're orange and cooked all the way through. About 10 minutes later, they are looking pretty dang good. So I popped those off of the grill, brought them back inside, and we can finally assemble our taco. So start with a small flour or corn tortilla. Throw a generous portion of your cabbage slaw down. Then however many grilled shrimp that you want, I threw on 4. Then top that off with a dollop of your creamy cilantro sauce and some fresh lime juice. I had a feeling, and it has been proven, these things look delicious. So right off the bat, I do have to admit that I haven't been this excited to try one of these recipes in a very long time. Just because it's so different and it looks friggin' delicious. So, the big moment. That, my friends, is good stuff. The shrimp is perfectly seasoned. It's not rubbery or overcooked at all. But I do have to say my favorite part of this is that sour cream, cilantro, creamy sauce on top. That is fire. And again, this is one of those that you can take stuff out or put stuff in, substitute. If you don't like one thing or the other, like really easily, it would go with a lot of different stuff really well. But just like this is perfect for me. 10 out of 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's Buzzfeed test. If you did, smash a like on this one for me. Like I mentioned earlier, there's going to be a new video in just 3 days from today on Sunday. So if you have any more suggestions for recipes I haven't tried or DIY stuff that you want me to try here on YouTube, let me know down in the comments or follow me on my social medias. And have an absolutely awesome ending to your week. I'll see you right back here this upcoming Sunday. Peace.